Okay guys, welcome back. So basically in the last episode you saw this.
Much hate me, but that's not my concern. I'm feeling so alive right now. I feel like I can fly, like I can touch the sky right now.
And in this episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be teaching you how to do this.
Too much, people complain too much. Hate me, but that's not my concern. I'm feeling so alive right now. I feel like I can fly, like I can touch the sky right now.
Now what you just saw is basically the same thing we did yesterday, but with custom cinematics. And custom cinematics is something that a lot of people struggle to do. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that today. If you do have a controller, please make sure you have a controller when doing this. You can do it on the keyboard and mouse, but without like the 360 motion that analog sticks provide, it's going to be very difficult. Okay, yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to whip over to place it onto Fortnite. We're going to get set up in a battle lab mode, and then yeah, we're back in a second. Okay guys, so basically I had to use, so basically what I done is I jumped into a battle lab world, set it to sniper shootout, and yeah, I dropped. I'm just battling for a sniper. I've come to a place where there's water, and he's placing a brick, because basically the cinematic is, I think it's here actually, to be fair. Like he's up here and he's like on brick and he jumps off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some cinematics where he's running around a brick just before he jumps off. Then we'll do a cinematic afterwards of basically like him after he's got the kill. Or we'll do a cinematic of the new skin, or we'll do a death cinematic. And I'll teach you how to do all three of them. What we'll do is for this exact one, yeah, obviously you want to make sure that when you're recreating cinematics, you recreate them the best you can. I'm not here to show you like what you need, like how to do it for your video. I'm not here to show you how to do it for your video. I'm here to show you like how to create cinematics in general. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break some wood down, brick down. And then what you want to do is your cinematic is basically going to be created here. So you want to run with this, okay? But realistically, in that cinematic, he didn't have a sniper. He had a shotgun. Actually, I've just realised. So he would have ran with the shotgun, or you could just do it from here. And then basically, like, you could probably make a slow clip from like here to here, slow it down just before he jumps off. But yeah, we'll do it say from here to there, okay? And then right, yeah, so basically that's it. What we'll do is we'll do a death cinematic as well. Where basically you nod right here, you do like, obviously you just respawn. Basically showing where you hit the shot, and then you leave, and then you get your next skin for the following cinematic. Right, but I don't have the renegade radar, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swap it to a bullseye and then go back into the game. Now for this cinematic, what you want to do is basically just have the sniper on the edge like this, out, and jump. Okay, just jump, and you want to face that way actually, so you want and jump. That's it, and leave. Now a big thing to know is that you don't need to basically have a death cinematic for every kill. You don't have to have like the same form of cinematic for each one, and I'm going to show you because a lot of people, they just go for like basic cinematics like they see in like cinematic packs you can get on like YouTube and stuff. So I'm going to teach you obviously not to have that and be like slightly more original with your cinematics, especially when you watch like other people, like they teach you the same things. When most tutorials show you how to do the same cinematic, and I want to show you how to like you could make like 20 cinematics in one go. Now basically what you want to do is you want to go to the point where you made the clip. So this is me talking about it. Now what you want to do is you want to go into drone attach mode. Okay, slow it down. If your controller always doesn't work, just switch it down like this. Slow it down to like 0.25. Okay, now this is where like the important bit comes into place. So all you want to do is you want to go into camera settings here. Change your focal length to like 50. Or exposure on. You want on, sorry. Play outlines, come down, you want to make sure that high quality effects is on. That's basically it. There is something that isn't here anymore, which was here, which makes no sense as to why it's not. Is you can basically have a blurry section, but it could be to the fact that I haven't got it on epic settings. But it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to show you like how to manipulate good cinematics. Because a lot of people they get the quality fine, but they just do this, and it's quite boring. So what I'm going to teach you is how to make your cinematics basically good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is from here, we're going to press square or X, whatever it is on your controller, to slow down the speed to a point where you're putting full pressure on the left analog stick and it still moves slightly slowly, but you can still manipulate both analogs at a decent speed. So like when you can do that, go from behind, go up, you can just drag it down in front of the person, stuff like that, but then you can move slowly, like you don't always have to move fast. Which is basically what I'm going to teach you. So basically all you want to do now is record it. So press Alt F9. I use NVIDIA Shadow Play, so it basically allows me to record very easily in good what's the word? In a good quality. So we're going to play, and we're just going to drag it along the face like that. Now, a good thing about this is that you need to make sure that you've got both good movement and both analog sticks. So even just doing that, having it inspect the sniper, moving it around the character, just doing this. People may not think that you're making cinematics right now, but honest to God, you can manipulate every bit you do. So all you need to do is just move it around. Because when you put it into After Effects and stuff, you can cut it, speed up certain bits. You can drag a small, like a long drag into a small couple of seconds. You know what I mean? So this is exactly what you want to be doing. And we'll just do that, okay? And then for the next one, okay, so we're doing the same again, different skin, back to the same position, just like we meant to. Put it into drone attached, just get rid of this, record, and now well, this one's a little bit different because you can't kind of wait for it to jump before you can actually move. So what you want to do is you want to wait a second, the second you think it's going to jump like that, then you move. I think I jumped more than once anyway, so I'll go back, do it again. But then you can go, I'll probably go closer for this one. Or you can do something from the ground like this, just before the character jumps. Do something from the ground. Like that. Okay, and I'm going to take that back into After Effects and I'll show you how to manage it all. Okay, so now we're back. I got rid of the clip for you. Now what I'm going to do is just going to implement the clips that we got. This one's obviously going at the start, so now what you're going to do is you want to drag to the start, find a bit where you want the cinematic to start. Too much. Yeah, so we have a go. There. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this up into 3 cinematics. So we'll go too much, something different. Then we'll have something else, but we'll slow the last one down. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drag through cinematics. So we have from there for the first one. Control-Shift-D. Drag that to the start. Where do we want to end? So it goes down to there. So all we need to do is find. Then we'll have the last cinematic there. Okay, so I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit for this bit. What you want to do is you want to cut it here. So that's where it ended. Control-Shift-D. Control-Alt-T to retime map this one. So all you want to do is place one of these stars that we did on the last one, but this we're not going to like use any velocity on it yet. Just going to drag the clip, bring it down to the marker, and then trim this bit off. Okay, just so it speeds up and gives it that bit at the bottom. Okay. So now for the second bit, we need to find the second bit, which will probably be, we'll have it go from here. So here, and we'll drag it along. Don't need to time rewrite this bit yet because obviously it's like the perfect size. Now we need to find the last bit. Actually, let's change this up a bit. So if we change, if we Control-Shift-D this bit here, zoom in on this bit, move these all one along like that. Okay, so now we have our cinematics. Now what we need to do is we need to time and wrap them for some flow. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to whip up the rest of them, put them in space, just like, and then we'll come back and we do the velocity on them. Okay. Okay, guys. So now we're back. All the clips are basically synced up. Obviously there's no flow, so now what you want to do is you want to go on all your clips, press U if you've time and wrapped them, if not then press Control-T, and now you want to start messing with the flow of the velocity essentially, and you kind of want each cinematic to come in and then out, but in a very fast sort of angle. So you see how this is very snappy? That's exactly what you want. So you want it to go slow, fast, slow, fast. So what we'll do is we'll leave that on for now because that one looks perfect. Drag this one up just like we did with the last one. But you see there's like more of a bend here. That's exactly how you want it. This one didn't time wrap, so add the bars at the ends. Press F9 and back into the graph editor. Obviously if it doesn't look like this and you've watched my last video, make sure it's on value edit graph, not speed graph, otherwise you won't understand what I'm doing. And then we do the same again. And basically for most cinematics this is all you want to do, but it also depends on the song, because some songs might not require snappy cinematics like this. But let me let me show you what this looks like now. and you see that obviously where it goes slow here, and we've made it like so it goes slow in the center of it, so slow, slow, slow. The second it starts to clip, it also goes into that slow mode because that's how we've done the velocity on it. Okay, so now let's do the same on the others. I left on the depth scene a little bit too slow, and this is what you mean, like if you have to speed it up too much when you drag the points along. So like when you do this bit and you have to drag it down to get to for the start and the end of the cinematic, but if there's too much because you've done the cinematic too slow, what happens is it goes really fast, which is fine for some cinematics, but for this one in particular I don't feel like it works. So yeah, I'd probably end up changing that and going back into Fortnite and making a new cinematic. But for this tutorial, like it's just so you get a grip on how to make a cinematic, how to make them like unique and like your own, instead of like following the same basic just from the whole body cinematics that you'll see like Apollo MK does. But he's really good at like getting some cinematics out for people that don't know how to edit videos. So. Okay, so basically then that's all the flow on the cinematics. Now what we'll see is as like a little like to make these come alive a bit more, what you want to do for all cinematics. Now if you press Alt, zoom out, press U to get rid of your time remaps. We'll just grab the cinematic, move it up here like that. Hold shift on all your cinematics like that, press left right click, pre-compose like that. Jump into your pre-compose and open up a new solid layer. Now for when making cinematics, you always want to make sure that you have black bars on your cinematics. So you want to type out Jaws, add this to your solid, put the completion to about 80 or 75 and put the height to 0. Okay, so that gives it like the movie style theme for your cinematics. And now what you also want to do is, this is just like a couple of effects and stuff to make sure that you're doing your cinematics right. If you don't already have Magic Bullet Looks, make sure you download it as a plugin. You can find it for free on YouTube, or you can pay for it. It's like entirely up to you. Get over an adjustment layer. I've also got like Cuddy's Cuddy Edits CC pack. Until I've learned how to make my own, this is kind of what I'm doing. Once I've learned how to make my own, I'll definitely be doing a tutorial on it. If you find my tutorials easy to follow, but for now we're just going to type Magic, drag that onto your adjustment layer here. I personally never have my strength at 100. I always have it to like 70 or 60. I start off on 70 to see how it's going to look, and just drag over one cinematic, go to edit, and find one that suits it perfectly. Don't worry about being over the black bars, because we'll change it. Let's just use Autumn. This is probably my favourite. Click this one, and then just move the black bars above the adjustment layer like that. Okay, and then when you go back into it, makes your cinematics look so much nicer. Now, if I was you, if you was going to put a CC on top of these clips as well, I would do that. Always make sure you're using the same CC. Let me like show you what I mean. When you do this though, like it will make your black bars seem invalid, like I said about the CC earlier on. But you can literally change it by trimming it down, which is basically what you have to do unless you're putting a CC like not on it. But yeah, having a CC over your whole clip makes it all like kind of fit in. Okay, so if you're happy with that, guys, look, I'm actually pretty impressed with how the cinematics turn out. That's how you make cinematics, and having your own like personal touch on it, like do like zoom effects around like your whole, do random shit, and then pick at it later, because you don't need to have like a 10-second long cinematic, because when you trim that one cinematic down, you might not be happy with it. So, and don't forget, like you can have like 3 cinematics of one skin before, and it will only take like 5 seconds, just like I showed you then. So. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please don't forget to follow all my socials down below. Also, I have a team. I'll be putting my team link down below in the description if you're looking to grind out for the team. Yeah, until next time. Next video will hopefully be out tomorrow, guys. Yeah, and show me some edits, link me, put me in, go and join my Discord server, show me some of the stuff you've done. I'm trying to get better at doing tutorials, guys, for you guys, but my voice just stutters all the time. But yeah, okay. Well, basically, guys. Catch you. Bye.